Okay, continuing with the theme of some of what's working, let's talk about that at the table with some folks here in the community. I'll do some introductions. Karen Kalish, founder of Homeworks. We're going to talk a lot about that, more than just a catchy name. That's good. More than just putting a positive spin on an old, thing that wasn't so positive.
Old idea.
Old idea. Thank you very much. And also, Catherine Moore, teacher at the Wilkinson Early Childhood Center, and you are part of Homeworks.
Yes.
As is Michelle Collins, who is a parent whose child is in Catherine's class, and thus is a part of Homeworks. So, Karen, I'll come back to start with you. You're not shy about saying Homeworks works, and nor should you be. But why?
But here's what the issue is that we're trying to solve. Many children come to school on the very first day of school knowing only 500 words, and I knew 5,000. They've only been read to 25 hours from the birth to the first day of school, and I was read to 1,700 hours according to the data. There are millions of kids across this country who are coming to school not ready to learn. Why? Their parents at home have 2 and 3 jobs. Maybe they didn't finish school. They're not reading to their kids every single day. They're not talking to them. They're on cell phones or the TV's on. They're not talking to them saying there's 3 red trucks going by or there's 4 trees, or like the person I heard in the airport last week. Now we're at gate 18 and we're going to gate 12. How many more gates do we have to go to? Those kind of conversations aren't going on. They're not sending their kids to school once they start. We have to get in the homes, make that relationship. We've been talking about relationships all night. The relationship between teacher and parent, school and home, to become co-educators, to become partners. Many parents think, I do home, you do school, don't be telling me how to do home, I won't tell you how to do school, or they're just waiting until school starts and here you teach them. And it has to be a partnership.
Okay, so tell me about that partnership and how the 3 of you would then interact. How does Homeworks work?
We're in 19 schools and we're training all of those teachers on how to go into people's homes that are often very different from theirs. There's 2 visits. We have a 2-2-2-2-2 model. 2 visits a year. The first in the summer, just relationship building. How you doing? What can we do together? What are your hopes and dreams for your child? And start that relationship.
That's what Catherine's doing with your student in your home.
Yes.
Okay.
And the second visit is in the first semester, and it's all about academics. But we have to have that relationship before we can have that academic conversation and start giving them the tools and strategies they need to read at home, talk at home. 2 people on every single visit. 2 trainings for each visit, because they're not just parent-teacher conferences, there's a whole lot more. 2 dinners. We have the parents come to school for dinner, because teachers and parents breaking bread together with all their kids there, something magic happens. Some of them have never been before, never been to their child's school, seen their kid's teacher, seen their kid's classroom. And 2 people in each building who are our eyes and ears to make sure the visits get done and the data gets collected. Now here's what's happening. Attendance is up, grades are up, behavior issues are down, homework completion is up, connections between teachers and parents, as you will hear, are up. A relationship between teacher and parent works. Home works, the teacher home visit program.
Michelle, do you see that with your student?
Absolutely.
And who are we talking about? Is this son, daughter?
Daughter.
Okay, so tell me what you've seen with your daughter.
She's improved. She was in, had language and speech delay, and working with the Homeworks program and getting tools from Ms. Moore, I was able to help her reinforce what was going on at school, at home. And as of today, she's at reading, her grade reading level. And I was one of those parents that felt like the teachers teach and I take care of my daughter at home. And I was hesitant about letting Ms. Moore come into my home. And after I did, it was the best decision I've made, because my daughter, she just lit up. And when she was when she get frustrated and she would act out because she couldn't communicate, I could call Ms. Moore and say, what to do? I don't know what to do. I don't have the tools. And she would give me websites and places to go and tools and things to use to get her where she needed to be. And I thank her, and I thank you for the program, because it helped a lot.
Was it hard to go in to the home the first time, whenever that was?
It isn't hard for me to go into the homes. I make that call, and I make it a pleasant call. I usually call and just first of all ask them how they're doing, and this is what we're doing at our school. We have the Homeworks program. We'd love to see you. When can we set up an appointment? I usually don't have much hesitation because I've talked to the parents in the hallways at school or when they drop off or pick up their children or, just in passing. Some students miss the bus and parents have to bring them. So I like to make that communication as we, see them in the hallways.
Has it changed the way you teach, this relationship?
It has. It has given me the opportunity to see each individual student rather than a classroom. The students, when you start looking at their background and the resources needed to teach, you start integrating differently in the classroom, integrating subject areas, looking for those students that have those special interests in something, and then you provide that for them so that you're giving them something they are enjoying and they're learning.
We see misconceptions almost go up in smoke because some teachers see the kids come to school and wonder, what kind of parents are, what's going on with this child? And the parents think they're just there to get a paycheck. And when they get together, the parent sees the teacher as someone who really cares about their child. And the teachers see the parents love their children so much they may have 2 and 3 jobs and they don't have time to do anything, much less read to them 15
So the
minutes a day.
relationship between the parent and the teacher, not just the teacher and the student.
Yes, and so these misconceptions about each other go up in smoke, and they do begin this relationship.
We have about 30 seconds in this segment. I'm curious, can this be applied more broadly?
We are in 19 schools, and we're marching across the state of Missouri. We want to be in every district because every teacher, every student needs a great parent, a principal, and a teacher, and that parent part is so important. Without it, most students are not going to make it. So the parent is key, and they must read to their child every day and talk to their child and make sure they go to school and talk about their future as well.
Agreed.